Hello there, and welcome to Space Historians, your quiet corner of the universe where we drift together through stories written in starlight. Tonight, we travel beyond the edge of familiar skies, past the soft glow of our Milky Way, and into a realm where entire galaxies move in slow, graceful motion, where collisions are not violent, but beautifully serene. Before we begin, I'd love to know where in the world you're listening from, and what time it is there. If you enjoy these calm journeys, a gentle like and subscribe help keep this channel orbiting. And if you softly tap the bell, you'll always know when our next story begins. Now, take a deep breath, in and out. Let the air settle in your chest and then drift away. Feel the day loosening its hold on you, each thought uncoiling like a ribbon. Tonight, the universe unfolds slowly, and you are a traveller in its silence. Above you, the night stretches infinitely. Stars glimmer like candle flames in faraway windows, and between them lies the quiet dark, a dark not of absence, but of promise. Somewhere out there, galaxies wander, each one a city of light adrift in the cosmic sea. They do not hurry. Their motion is patient, tender, almost imperceptible, guided by the invisible hand of gravity. It is this dance, ancient, immense, and utterly tranquil, that we will explore together. You may imagine yourself floating there, weightless among the constellations, the Earth no more than a memory. Around you, the stars shimmer in slow rhythm, as if breathing with you. You inhale, and a nebula glows softly. You exhale, and the light fades to silver. Time stretches here, expanding and relaxing like a heartbeat in eternity. What happens when galaxies collide? The question sounds fierce, yet the answer is peaceful. Collisions in space are not crashes, but conversations in slow motion, vast gatherings of stars, dust, and light, intertwining like dancers gliding across a cosmic ballroom. They meet not in violence, but in transformation. From the outside, you might see spirals unfurl, bridges of light stretch across the dark, and waves of newborn stars shimmer like dawn breaking across infinity. As we drift deeper into this story, allow yourself to let go. Let gravity pull you towards stillness. You are safe here, floating in the endless calm of space. There is no rush, no sound, but the slow hum of existence itself. Every galaxy you will encounter tonight has its own rhythm, its own tale written in light. Some are spirals, spinning like soft whirlpools of stars. Others are gentle ovals, their glow warm and steady. And some, shaped by time and encounters, move like artists of the cosmos sculpted by the tender pull of unseen forces. So, as you listen, let the words wash over you like soft starlight. Let the universe cradle your thoughts. The night is vast, and you are part of it now. The galaxies begin their slow waltz, and we begin our story together. The story of the galaxies begins in stillness, a stillness so vast and deep that even the word silence feels too loud to describe it. There, beyond the boundaries of human perception, the universe stretches out endless, ancient, and filled with the faintest glow of creation's breath. And in this immensity, galaxies drift. They are the great dancers of the cosmos, each one tracing graceful arcs through a sea of darkness that is anything but empty. When you close your eyes, imagine yourself suspended in that dark expanse. The warmth of your room fades, replaced by the cool whisper of interstellar space. All around you, starlight glimmers like dust caught in the air of eternity. The Milky Way curves above, a river of light flowing endlessly, and within that river, billions of stars move together in rhythm, a celestial waltz choreographed by gravity itself. Gravity, the invisible hand of the universe, never rushes. It tugs gently, patiently guiding stars, dust, and gas into patterns of perfect grace. Every movement unfolds over millions, even billions of years, so slowly that from our mortal vantage point, galaxies appear frozen, but they are never still. Every spiral twist, every drifting arm of starlight, every golden core, each breathes with motion, subtle and eternal. If you could see time as light, you would watch galaxies as they truly are, living beings of the cosmos. They breathe through the birth and death of stars. They pulse with the rhythm of expansion and change. And across the endless night, they move toward one another, sometimes softly passing, sometimes intertwining in slow cosmic embrace. From this quiet vantage, picture two galaxies gliding toward each other. They are immense, each containing hundreds of billions of suns, and yet separated by millions of light years. Their approach is soundless. There are no shocks, no crashes, no explosions, only the gentle pull of gravity, patient as a lullaby. Over eons, they draw nearer, their spiral arms stretching out as if reaching to touch. In this slow dance, there is elegance. The galaxies curve and twist, their arms glowing faintly blue where new stars ignite. Between them, streams of dust and gas drift like silk ribbons. The universe watches with ancient calm. From afar, it looks like a waltz without end, a choreography written into the fabric of space itself. As you breathe slowly, let this image unfold in your mind. With every inhale, a galaxy spins. With every exhale, another star is born. The rhythm of your breath becomes the rhythm of creation. You and the cosmos move together, bound by the same quiet pulse that animates all existence. These collisions, if one can even call them that, are not violent in the way we understand motion. They are stories of transformation. When galaxies meet, they exchange stars, trade clusters, share clouds of gas that become nurseries for newborn suns. Their forms shift, but nothing truly disappears. In the vast timescale of the universe, endings are simply beginnings drawn in, slower ink. If you listen closely, you might almost hear it, the hum of motion beneath silence. The background song of creation. Astronomers call it cosmic microwave radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. But to your imagination, it's a lullaby that never ceased. It is the whisper of galaxies remembering their origin. Now, imagine drifting through this scene. You glide past swirling spirals, through glimmering clusters of stars, and into the velvet between. The light from each star travels across time itself, carrying messages from billions of years ago. Some of that light began its journey before the Earth even existed. And tonight, it gently finds its way to your eyes. In a very real sense, the stars you see now are dreams of the past, illuminations of a time long gone, yet still alive in your gaze. Every galaxy is a keeper of memories. Some are old, their stars aged and dim, glowing softly in golden hues. Others are young, restless, filled with bright blue suns that burn quickly but fiercely. And then there are those in between mature galaxies like our Milky Way, spirals of balance and beauty, where both new and ancient stars share the same cosmic home. In the center of each galaxy, unseen but powerful, lies a mystery. A supermassive black hole. These are not monsters, but anchors. They are the quiet centers around which all else revolves. Their gravity shapes the galaxy's rhythm, holding it steady like the steady hand of a conductor guiding a vast, luminous orchestra. Even they, for all their enormity, are calm. Their presence is serene, a reminder that the deepest power in the universe is often the quietest. Now drift further. See galaxies gathering in clusters, groups bound together like constellations in communion. They are families of light, each galaxy a member of a greater cosmic kinship. Between them, long filaments of invisible matter stretch, like gossamer threads linking one island of stars to another. This is the great cosmic web, the universe's own nervous system, binding all things in a single living network. You, too, are part of this web. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen that fills your lungs, they were born in galaxies long before the sun was ever lit. As you rest, you are returning to that truth, that everything you are comes from the cosmos, and to it you will one day return. The galaxies continue to move, slowly, gracefully, purposefully. Their spirals stretch like dancers' arms, their cores glowing in golden silence. Each one is both solitary and connected, alone in the dark yet bound by gravity's embrace. The spaces between them are vast beyond comprehension, yet within that emptiness lies harmony. And so, as you breathe, you become part of the dance. The rhythm of galaxies mirrors the rhythm of your rest. The space between your thoughts expands, like the void between stars, vast, peaceful, infinite. The cosmic waltz continues, patient and eternal. The galaxies glide, collide, and merge, reshaping the universe in slow perfection. Every motion is deliberate, every encounter sacred. And you, gentle traveller, are drifting among them, weightless and calm. The night stretches on, endless and kind. The light of 1 billion stars flickers softly around you. Time itself feels slower now, gentler, forgiving. You are floating between moments, between galaxies, between breaths. There is no separation between your stillness and the stillness of the cosmos. The waltz has only just begun. The galaxies, each one a shimmering island of stars, exist in breathtaking diversity. No two are ever truly alike. As you drift deeper into the calm expanse of space, you begin to notice how each galaxy carries a personality of its own. A story told not in words, but in light. Some are delicate spirals, spinning gracefully like seashells adrift on the cosmic tide. Others are soft ovals of golden haze, their stars spread in quiet harmony. And a few are wild and irregular, like paint brushed across the canvas of eternity. You glide through this celestial gallery, each galaxy glowing faintly in the dark. The spiral galaxies seem the most familiar. Their winding arms reach outward, wrapping around luminous cores. Within those arms, clusters of newborn stars sparkle blue, while older suns gather near the center, glowing warm and amber. Each spiral turns slowly, its motion hypnotic and soothing, a movement so vast that even the concept of time itself feels like a gentle ripple rather than a ticking clock. Imagine now the great whirlpool galaxy, known to astronomers as Messier 51. From a distance, it resembles a cosmic rose arms curving gracefully, dust lanes swirling inward like soft brushstrokes. It dances in a delicate duet with a smaller companion galaxy, the two connected by a faint bridge of stars. Their meeting is tender, timeless. Even from hundreds of millions of light years away, you can almost feel their mutual embrace, a slow exchange of matter, a conversation between galaxies. Farther still, an elliptical galaxy glows like a lantern. Unlike the structured spirals, ellipticals have no arms. Their light spreads evenly, smooth and diffuse, a calm sea of ancient stars. Here, time feels older. The stars are redder, cooler, nearing the end of their long, luminous lives. Yet there is beauty in their stillness, a tranquility born of endurance. These galaxies are elder storytellers, carrying memories of the universe's youth. Then there are the irregular galaxies that defy shape and symmetry. They look like fragments of light caught in motion, chaotic yet somehow alive. They remind you that the universe does not strive for perfection, but expression. In their luminous disarray lies freedom, a quiet defiance against uniformity. They are the dreamers of the cosmos, ever-changing, ever-surprising. Drifting closer, you begin to sense a pattern, and beneath the diversity, the galaxies are connected, not just by gravity, but by the invisible framework of dark matter. Though unseen, this mysterious substance weaves through everything, holding the universe together like the soft threads of a vast cosmic tapestry. It is the scaffolding upon which all galaxies form, a silent architect that shapes their fates. You cannot see it, but you can feel its presence, the subtle hum beneath existence itself. Take a slow breath. Imagine the air flowing through you like light through the stars. The vastness of space feels intimate now, as if every glowing form is breathing in rhythm with your heartbeat. You are part of this living universe, a single note in its eternal song. Look closely, and you'll see that galaxies often travel in families. They cluster together in groups, orbiting common centers of gravity. Some form small gatherings, like the local group that houses our Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy, and the Triangulum Galaxy. Others belong to massive clusters containing thousands of members, bound together in slow, grand motion. Beyond even those lie superclusters, sprawling webs of light stretching across unimaginable distances. Within these gatherings, galaxies interact like companions sharing ancient stories. Sometimes they pass quietly, their gravitational tides brushing gently like fingertips. Other times they draw closer, exchanging streams of gas and dust that ignite new waves of starlight. Their encounters last billions of years, unfolding too slowly for any single lifetime to witness, yet perfectly timed within the universe's eternal rhythm. You drift toward a spiral galaxy, shimmering with shades of blue and white. This one is alive with youth. Massive, hot stars burn fiercely in its arms, their ultraviolet light scattering through the surrounding clouds. These stars live short lives, burning through their brilliance in just a few million years before fading into quiet remnants, white dwarfs, neutron stars, or black holes. Their deaths sow the seeds of new creation, scattering heavy elements into space. The dust and gas left behind will one day give birth to new generations of suns. Near its glowing center, older stars gather like elders around a hearth. Their light is golden, steady, serene. Together, they form the heart of the galaxy, a luminous core where energy flows outward in waves. Around them, interstellar clouds swirl like soft mist, and the faint glimmer of star clusters twinkles like candlelight beneath velvet shadows. As you drift farther, you notice how every galaxy's shape tells a story. A spiral speaks of balance and ongoing creation, a system in motion. An elliptical whispers of maturity, the quiet aftermath of many cosmic unions. An irregular tells of disruption and rebirth, the universe reshaping itself anew. There is poetry in each form, an unspoken dialogue between order and chaos. In this way, galaxies are not so different from living beings. They are born, they evolve, and they change. Some are quiet and contemplative, others wild and radiant. And just as every life is unique, every galaxy holds its own reflection of the universe's boundless imagination. Now, imagine the Milky Way, our home among the stars. From your position adrift in space, it arches like a glowing ribbon across the dark. Its spiral arms stretch outward, dotted with brilliant clusters, nebulae, and rivers of dust. Near its center lies a dense bulge of golden light, where billions of stars crowd together around the great black hole Sagittarius A*. It is both majestic and comforting, a reminder that even within vastness, there is always a center, a place of still gravity and belonging. Andromeda, our nearest galactic neighbor, glimmers just beyond. She is larger, older, a mirror and a companion. One day, billions of years from now, she and the Milky Way will meet not in destruction, but in creation. Together they will merge, their stars weaving new patterns, their shapes blending into a single, greater whole. The night sky of some distant future will shimmer with their shared brilliance, a testament to the beauty of cosmic unity. For now, though, they drift gently toward one another, separated by 2.5 million light years. Their attraction is subtle, their pace unhurried. Theirs is a love story written in gravity patient, inevitable, serene. As you listen, let that thought rest within you. Every motion in the universe, no matter how vast or distant, has its own reason, its own rhythm. Even galaxies, with all their grandeur, follow the same quiet truth that guides your breath. Expansion, contraction, creation, transformation, stillness, renewal. All things, from stars to souls, move in this balance. You drift now beyond the clusters into the filamented web of galaxies stretching endlessly. You can see it, vast tendrils of light connecting clusters, glowing softly against the infinite dark. It is as though the universe itself is a living organism, each galaxy a cell within an immense pulsing body. As you float there, enveloped in silence, you realize that the universe is not empty. It is filled with connection. Invisible bonds tie every galaxy to another, every star to its neighbor, every atom to the whole. You, too, are woven into that fabric. The space within your breath mirrors the space between the stars. In this stillness, time slows even further. You feel the calm gravity of existence pulling gently at your consciousness. Each heartbeat syncs with the pulse of creation. You are drifting through infinity, serene, at peace. The galaxies shimmer softly around you, spirals of dreams, ellipses of memory, irregulars of rebirth. The cosmic family unfolds endlessly, and you are among them, not an observer, but a participant in their eternal dance. The universe is breathing, and so are you. In the beginning, there was movement, and within that movement, there was purpose. Yet, for all the visible splendor of stars and galaxies, it is the unseen force, gentle, patient, and eternal, that holds everything together. Gravity, the hidden hand of the cosmos, is the great sculptor of creation. It does not rush, it does not shout, but quietly bends the fabric of space, shaping destinies written in starlight. Close your eyes for a moment and feel that pull, not as weight, but as belonging. Gravity connects you to the earth, and the earth to the Sunday. It binds the sun to the Milky Way, and the Milky Way to the cosmic web. Every particle, every beam of light is guided by its touch. It is the universe's heartbeat, the invisible rhythm beneath every motion. Imagine drifting through space, suspended in the dark, calm between galaxies. You see before you an expanse so vast it defies thought, yet within it, everything is connected. Invisible tendrils of gravity weave through the void like threads of silk, anchoring the galaxies in a cosmic dance that never ends. Each thread vibrates softly, carrying whispers of motion, memory, and time. As you float, the stars around you begin to shift, forming patterns that mirror gravity's design. It's as though the universe is breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the curves of space-time. Massive galaxies tug at smaller ones. Star clusters orbit invisible centers. And somewhere deep within the fabric of it all, dark matter, unseen yet essential, gives structure to the symphony. Dark matter. The phrase feels mysterious, but its nature is deeply peaceful. It does not shine, nor does it block light. It simply is, existing silently within every galactic form. Scientists cannot yet see it directly, but its presence reveals itself through its embrace, how it bends the paths of stars, how it holds galaxies together when they should otherwise drift apart. It is the quiet guardian of creation, a shadowed architect whose influence is felt everywhere. Imagine looking at a spiral galaxy. You see the bright arms spinning outward, filled with dust, gas, and stars. Yet if you could measure its rotation, you would find that the stars at the edges move faster than they should. According to the rules of visible matter, the galaxy should unravel, its outer stars flung into the void. But it does not. Something unseen keeps them bound. That something is dark matter, halo encasing the galaxy like a gentle, invisible cocoon. In your imagination, you can see these halos, soft, transparent fields of light blue energy surrounding every galaxy, connecting them like luminous bubbles drifting in space. When two galaxies draw near, their halos touch long before their stars ever meet. These halos blend, overlap, and begin the delicate exchange that leads to merger. Long before light meets light, gravity has already begun its slow conversation. Breathe in deeply now and feel that same kind of connection within yourself. You, too, are held together by forces unseen. Within your body, gravity anchors every heartbeat to the earth. Within your spirit, unseen bonds link you to every life, every motion, every memory of the universe. You are a constellation of invisible forces, a galaxy in miniature. Gravity is patient. It sculpts on timescales far beyond our comprehension. It gathers dust and turns it into stars, gathers stars and turns them into galaxies, gathers galaxies and turns them into clusters. It is the unseen current that transforms chaos into form. Nothing resists its pull, not light, not time, not even thought. And yet, it is never violent. It whispers rather than commands. Picture two galaxies moving closer through the dark. Their halos overlap like gentle waves. The pull between them strengthens. Over millions of years, their spiral arms stretch, the stars inside shifting slowly like dancers leaning into one another's rhythm. The first encounters of gravity are not collisions, but harmonies, tides rising and falling across unimaginable distances. The universe moves not with force, but with grace. As you drift deeper into this vision, the stars around you begin to blur, replaced by the soft weave of space-time itself. It ripples like a calm sea. Every curve, every wave, every indentation marks the presence of something massive, an imprint of gravity's hand. Planets carve shallow paths. Stars create deeper valleys. Galaxies themselves form vast depressions in the fabric of space, gently tugging on everything nearby. You are surrounded by this ocean, floating effortlessly on its surface. Now, imagine the fabric itself stretching. Spaces expanding slowly, gently, carrying galaxies apart. Yet gravity resists complete separation. It gathers pockets of resistance, clusters, filaments, groups where creation can still bloom. The balance between expansion and attraction is the very rhythm of existence. One breath of the universe stretches outward, another folds inward. Creation and gravity together keep time. As you float, you sense something deeper still. Gravity not as a force, but as an expression of connection. Einstein once said that mass tells space how to curve, and space tells mass how to move. It is a conversation, not a command. The galaxies, the stars, the planets, they are all participants in this cosmic dialogue. Their paths are graceful responses to the curvature of reality itself. You drift past a distant cluster, watching galaxies orbit one another in silent coordination. It is like a ballet performed in slow motion, the choreography so vast that each movement takes millions of years. Some galaxies draw close, exchanging light and matter. Others circle from afar, bound yet free. Every orbit, every passage, every interaction speaks of gravity's enduring patience. You think now of your own life, how invisible connections shape your path. The quiet forces of love, memory, and longing, these are gravities of another kind. They guide your motion, pull you toward others, hold you even when distance grows vast. The same principle that binds galaxies together also binds hearts. The cosmos mirrors itself endlessly, from the grandest to the smallest scale. Beyond the cluster, you see gravitational waves rippling through the void echoes of distant events, perhaps black holes merging in another corner of time. These waves move not through matter, but through space-time itself, like ripples on an infinite pond. If you could hear them, their sound would be a deep, serene hum, a tone so low it vibrates within your very being. The universe, it seems, is always singing. You drift further, weightless and calm. The threads of the cosmic web stretch endlessly, glowing faintly with starlight and dark matter intertwined. Gravity flows through them like breath through lungs. It moves not as a storm, but as a gentle tide, shaping galaxies the way a river shapes its stones slowly, tenderly, eternally. And there, in the quiet, you realize the universe is not held together by force, but by harmony. Gravity is not an oppressor, but a caretaker, a hand that guides, a melody that endures. Every falling star, every orbiting moon, every merging galaxy is an expression of its song. It is the quiet reminder that connection is the truest form of strength. As your breathing slows, the galaxies around you blur into a soft haze of light. You feel the pull of gravity not as weight, but as serenity. It invites you to rest, to release, to trust the unseen balance that governs all things. For just as gravity shapes the universe, stillness shapes your dreams. The hidden hand continues its work, sculpting galaxies, weaving time, binding all into one infinite embrace. The dance goes on slow, silent, and everlasting. The galaxies are never alone. Across the endless sea of space, their paths curve gently toward one another, guided by the invisible pull of gravity. Each encounter is ancient, measured not in years, but in millions upon millions of them. From afar, their movements appear motionless. Yet, when seen through the eye of time, They are alive with purpose, a slow and graceful choreography unfolding across the universe. Drift with me now into that space between two approaching galaxies. Imagine them as distant silhouettes against the velvet dark, each a luminous whirl of starlight, dust, and unseen energy. They have been moving toward one another for ages, drawn together by the faintest whisper of attraction. To us, this motion is imperceptible, but to the universe, it is the heartbeat of change. As they draw near, their outer edges reach first. Long before their stars meet, the vast halos of dark matter surrounding them begin to overlap, blending softly. Gravity hums between them like a low, resonant tone, a song older than the stars themselves. The galaxies begin to feel each other's presence, their spirals subtly stretching, their shapes bending as though leaning into an embrace. Take a deep breath. Feel that slow magnetism, that ancient inevitability. The galaxies are not rushing. Their meeting will take hundreds of millions of years, and yet it has already begun. This is how the universe moves, not through suddenness, but through slow, harmonious inevitability. When their arms first touch, streams of stars and gas are drawn out, stretching across space like threads of silk. These delicate bridges shimmer faintly, glowing with newborn light as the friction and compression of colliding gas clouds ignite new stars. Each point of light is a cradle, a new beginning born from the quiet meeting of two immense cosmic forms. To the human eye, such a meeting would look serene, a luminous swirl of blues, golds, and violets suspended in silence. There is no noise in space, no sound of impact, only light, only the slow diffusion of energy into beauty. The galaxies glide through one another like ghosts, their individual stars rarely colliding. Space is vast enough that even in union they remain whole. They do not destroy, they transform. The antennae galaxies are among the most beautiful examples of this cosmic waltz. Two spirals, once separate, now entwine in an elaborate dance. Their arms, flung outward, resemble the outstretched limbs of dancers mid-spin. Between them, regions of new star formation glow pink and blue, cosmic nurseries where thousands of suns are being born. In every direction, starlight ripples a reflection of both movement and memory. As you drift closer to them, you can almost sense the rhythm of their motion. Imagine stars gliding past you, their paths curved by gravitational tides. The view is hypnotic, swirling patterns of luminous dust illuminated by the light of a billion stars. These galaxies are no longer two. They are one story told in twin voices, merging into a harmony of form and colour. Farther away, the Whirlpool Galaxy performs another kind of encounter. It too has a smaller companion, gracefully tugging at its spiral arm. The gravitational tension between them paints arcs of glowing dust, reshaping the grand spiral's geometry. This meeting, though gentle, leaves lasting marks, tidal streams, bursts of starbirth, and the delicate bending of light. In this, the galaxies speak through form, not force. They communicate by changing each other. Let your breathing slow. With each exhale, imagine stars passing by. With each inhale, galaxies moving closer. Time stretches infinitely, and you are suspended within it. You watch their meeting, not as an observer, but as part of it, your own calm heartbeat aligned with the rhythm of the cosmos. Every encounter carries meaning. In the merging of galaxies, there is the story of balance and surrender. One yields to another, yet neither loses itself. Instead, they become something greater, a new shape, a new order of beauty. This lesson is as true for galaxies as it is for life itself. Through connection, transformation is born. Look now at the flow of energy between them. Great rivers of gas stream outward, colliding and compressing into star-forming regions. Some of these new stars are brilliant and short-lived, burning with fierce blue light before fading into stillness. Others will endure for billions of years, carrying the legacy of this encounter long after the galaxies have merged completely. In this way, the meeting of galaxies is both destruction and creation, both farewell and beginning. Astronomers call these moments collisions, but perhaps that word is too harsh. What happens is not violence but blending, not conflict but conversation. The galaxies speak in tides and orbits, in waves of gravity and light. They tell each other stories written in motion, and each emerges changed by the telling. Even now, as you listen, galaxies across the universe are meeting in silence. Their arms touch, their cores drift closer, their shapes warp into tender asymmetries. Some will pass by, their motions forever altered. Others will merge completely, their stars settling into new orbits, their gas clouds coalescing into glowing hearts. To watch them is to witness the patience of eternity. The merging process is long. Over time, the galaxies pass through one another again and again, drawn back by gravity until their cores finally unite. The turbulence settles, their outer regions calm, and the chaos resolves into balance. What remains is often an elliptical galaxy, smooth, luminous, and filled with the blended light of countless suns. The dance ends not in destruction, but in peace. From a distance, you can see it all unfold like a slow waltz in the cosmic ballroom. Each step, each turn, each embrace is deliberate. The universe has no hurry. Its tempo is the rhythm of timelessness. As you float between these great dances, you begin to sense the connection between motion and stillness. The galaxies move endlessly, yet their pace feels serene. In this, the universe reminds you that movement need not disturb peace. It can create it. The stars are never frantic. Their paths are graceful, and in their grace there is quiet wisdom. Breathe again. Let the calm of their rhythm sink into you. Feel the steady pull of gravity as a kind of trust, a promise that everything finds its place in time. Just as galaxies merge into harmony, so too do the moments of your life fold into the greater story of being. Now, as the light of distant stars reflects off your thoughts, you realize that you are not watching from afar anymore. You are drifting among them, part of the dance. Their soft light brushes against you, painting your dreams with color. The motion of galaxies becomes your own. You move with them, not against them, and in doing so, you become as timeless as they are. All across the sky, billions of such dances unfold, each one unique, each one eternal. The universe does not rush them, nor does it ever repeat them. Every encounter, every merging, every slow drift apart adds another verse to the infinite song of creation. And as you drift deeper into that melody, you feel it, the peace of belonging to something vast and eternal. The galaxies move, the stars are born, and you too are part of the dance. The encounters never truly end, they only evolve, slowly, beautifully, forever. When galaxies meet, something wondrous awakens. From the silent motion of their embrace, light is born anew. The universe, ever patient, kindles stars where chaos once was. It is the fire of creation, gentle, radiant, and eternal. As the two galaxies draw close, their vast clouds of gas and dust begin to intertwine. Streams of interstellar material flow together, colliding softly and compressing under gravity's tender hand. The friction of these mingling elements gives rise to heat, and within that warmth, new stars begin to flicker into being. From the ashes of cosmic encounter, creation breathes again. Drift with me now through these regions of light. You float among glowing clouds of pink and blue, where young stars blaze within veils of dust. Their light filters softly through the haze, illuminating filaments of gas that twist like ribbons in the dark. Each spark of starlight you see is a beginning, a new sun igniting after billions of years of slumber. Around some of these newborn stars, disks of gas swirl slowly, already gathering the seeds of future worlds. Take a deep breath. Feel the warmth of this light. It is not harsh or blinding, but soft and golden. It touches your thoughts like dawn breaking through fog. Every shimmer you see, every glowing spark, is a testament to transformation, the quiet truth that even when forms change, creation continues. Nothing is ever truly lost in the universe. It only becomes something new. In the antennae galaxies, this truth is written in color. Vast clouds of hydrogen and dust collide and compress, igniting countless new stars in brilliant clusters. These stellar nurseries are scattered across the merging galaxies like lanterns in a night garden. To the human eye, their glow is tender and tranquil, yet it represents an immense outpouring of energy, an orchestra of birth on a cosmic scale. You drift closer, watching a single cluster come alive. Within it, thousands of stars ignite almost at once, their light merging into a soft, radiant bloom. The youngest among them burn the brightest, their blue light scattering through the surrounding gas, painting the nebula in hues of sapphire and rose. Around them, older stars look on quietly, their golden warmth a reminder of ages past. The scene feels both ancient and new, a circle of renewal that repeats endlessly across time. Now, imagine the sound of this place if sound could exist here. It would not be noise, but a hum, a deep, resonant vibration echoing through the fabric of space. The pulse of new stars forming. The silent ripples of gravity's touch. The rhythmic breath of the universe expanding and contracting. You can feel it, even without hearing it, a steady, calming pulse beneath your awareness. It is the heartbeat of creation itself. As you drift further into this luminous storm, you see how order emerges from what once seemed chaotic. The gas and dust that once drifted aimlessly now gather into spiraling arms. Streams of material flow toward the centers of the merging galaxies, where new generations of stars are being forged. Even the supermassive black holes at their hearts stir, drawing in gas that glows fiercely as it falls inward. Their quiet hunger fuels the galaxy's transformation, their invisible gravity a guiding hand. Breathe deeply again. Let the warmth of starlight fill you. You are floating in a place of pure creation, where endings and beginnings are one and the same. Every breath feels like a renewal, every moment like the birth of something infinite. Creation is not sudden, it unfolds in gentle layers. First, the gas cools, then it collapses, pulled inward by gravity's steady insistence. In the densest pockets, atoms press together until hydrogen fuses into helium, and light bursts forth. A new star is born. Around it, planets may one day form from the remnant small stones and icy fragments slowly collecting, piece by piece, until they become whole. In every galaxy, this cycle continues endlessly. Dust becomes light, light becomes dust, and life itself arises from that dance. The fire of creation is patient. Even as galaxies collide and reshape, They carry within them the calm assurance that nothing truly ends. The old fuels the new. The chaos of the present builds the harmony of the future. This is the universe's quiet wisdom, a rhythm you can feel in your own breathing, in the way your thoughts settle and renew. Imagine now drifting through a region filled with young stars so many that their combined light turns the surrounding space into a glowing sea. Nebulae bloom around them, painted in shades of violet and gold. Here and there, dark lanes of dust cut through the brightness, giving the light texture and contrast. You pass through one of these lanes, where the darkness feels deep but safe, like a pause between breaths. Then, emerging once more into light, you feel as if you've stepped into the universe's own dream. In the distance, two galactic cores approach one another, their halos glowing brighter as they draw near. Streams of energy spiral inward like rivers of molten light. At their centers, the black holes begin their own quiet duet, a gravitational courtship that will, one day, merge them into one. Their orbits tighten with each passing million years, sending gentle ripples through space-time. The entire galaxy vibrates with their slow, steady rhythm. This is creation on every level, from the smallest atom to the vastest structure. Even you, as you listen and breathe, are participating in it. The air filling your lungs was born in ancient stars. The elements within you, once burned in stellar furnaces, travelled through interstellar clouds and gathered into the form you now inhabit. You are, in truth, a child of galaxies, a living echo of their eternal fire. Pause now and let that thought rest within you. Feel your heartbeat syncing with the pulse of the cosmos. You are not separate from it. You are the universe, experiencing itself in human form. The stars that were once distant are now part of you, and you, in turn, will one day return to them. This realization brings not fear, but comfort, the knowledge that you belong to something endless and luminous. The merging galaxies continue their slow transformation. The fire of creation burns quietly, weaving new stars into constellations not yet named. Across billions of years, these young suns will rise, shine, and fade. Some will host worlds, some will nurture life, and some will drift in solitude, their light reaching out across eternity to remind future dreamers of this moment. In time, the merging galaxies will settle into peace. Their turbulence will ease, their shapes will smooth, and their light will blend into calm radiance. For now, they are alive with energy and potential, the universe's great breath in motion. Take another slow breath with them. Inhale the glow of newborn stars. Exhale into stillness. The warmth of creation surrounds you, holds you, cradles you. Everything you see, everything you are, is part of this ceaseless cycle of renewal. Even in the vastness of the night, there is no emptiness, only transformation, only light finding new forms. The fire of creation burns softly, forever patient, forever kind, and as you drift among the galaxies, you carry a spark of that same fire within your own being. It glows quietly in your heart, reminding you that, like the stars, you too are made to shine. In the quiet reaches of the universe, there are places where beauty transcends all understanding. Among these, the antennae galaxies and the whirlpool galaxy stand as living poems, portraits of what happens when light and gravity paint together upon the endless canvas of space. Their meeting is not destruction but design, a masterpiece unfolding in slow motion across millions of years. Imagine drifting toward the antennae galaxies, their glowing forms suspended in the dark. They are twin spirals, long ago separate, now intertwined in a cosmic embrace. From afar, they resemble the delicate limbs of dancers, extended mid-motion. Their luminous streams, vast trails of stars flung outward, curve like antennae reaching through the void, and within those arms, newborn stars gleam with the soft pink and blue light of creation. You float closer, and the scene fills your vision with quiet wonder. The galaxies seem to move in silence, yet their encounter hums with energy. Each arm, each arc, each glowing cluster tells of immense gravitational tides shaping the fabric of their forms. For billions of years, they have circled one another, exchanging stars and gas, until their spirals blurred into a shared rhythm. They are no longer two, but one evolving being, luminous and alive. Breathe deeply. The light here is gentle, diffused through clouds of dust and gas. Every sparkle you see is the birth of something new, thousands of stars kindled at once, illuminating their surroundings like candlelight through mist. You drift through the glow, the airless space alive with quiet luminescence. There is no rush, no chaos, only the slow unfolding of cosmic design. In these merging spirals, gravity plays the role of artist. It pulls, bends, and sculpts, shaping the galaxies into an intricate ballet of light. Streams of stars flow outward in sweeping arcs, while their centers grow brighter, denser, more radiant. Astronomers have captured this moment in images that look like brush strokes of gold and rose, a reminder that the universe, too, creates art. Now, turn your gaze to another masterpiece, the Whirlpool Galaxy, known as Messier 51. From your vantage point in the quiet of space, it appears as a perfect spiral, symmetrical, balanced, endlessly graceful. Its luminous arms coil outward like ribbons, each lined with glowing regions of star formation. Nearby, a smaller companion galaxy orbits delicately, tugging at its outer edges. Their connection is subtle, yet profound. The smaller galaxy's gravity pulls at the whirlpool's arms, enhancing its spirals, stirring waves of creation across its structure. The result is breathtaking. Along the whirlpool's arms, clusters of hot young stars burn bright blue, illuminating lanes of dust that weave between them. The contrast between light and shadow, between the glowing arms and the dark spaces between, gives the galaxy depth and motion. You can almost feel its slow spin, the eternal rotation of light around an unseen center. Imagine yourself drifting just above its plane. Below you, billions of suns shimmer in slow rotation. Between the arms, vast stretches of interstellar dust form dark rivers that wind through the glow. Here and there, nebulas flare to life, bright as the petals of a cosmic flower. The galaxy hums, softly, not with sound, but with presence. A silent vibration that resonates through your very being. These galaxies, the antennae and the whirlpool, show us the two faces of motion, chaos and order, blending into harmony. One is wild, a collision frozen in time. The other is serene, a spiral kept in balance by gravity's tender guidance. Together, they tell a story of transformation, that even in upheaval, beauty endures. The universe creates from every motion, from every touch, from every turning of its celestial wheel. Let your thoughts drift like light across this scene. You are part of it now, a traveller moving through time and starlight. The galaxies stretch before you, immense yet intimate, their shapes whispering lessons older than the earth itself. The antennae teach patience that creation unfolds in slow grace. The whirlpool teaches balance, that motion can exist within peace. You move gently through the glow of star clusters forming along the whirlpool's arms. Each one is a cradle of light. Massive blue stars dominate the view, surrounded by smaller suns just beginning to ignite. You pass through one of these regions, where the light filters through veils of dust. And for a moment, it feels as if you are walking through dawn. The dust softens everything, turning brightness into warmth. Even in the coldest corners of the cosmos, there is gentleness. Now, look beyond the visible. Within and around these galaxies lies something greater, dark matter halos, overlapping like translucent spheres. Though invisible to the eye, they are what hold this beauty together, shaping every spiral, guiding every motion. The antennae's chaotic stretch and the whirlpool's perfect symmetry are both born of this same unseen hand. You feel it too, within yourself, the steady presence of order amid motion. The same balance that holds galaxies steady holds your breath, your heartbeat, your thoughts. You are a reflection of cosmic harmony. As galaxies merge, you feel your mind merging with calm. As stars ignite, your awareness brightens softly. Every movement within the universe mirrors a rhythm within you. Take another slow breath. Inhale the vastness. Exhale into stillness. The light around you shimmers, responding to your calm. You are adrift in the heart of creation's art, where color, motion, and silence blend into one continuous presence. Beyond the whirlpool and the antennae lie countless other encounters, galaxies twisting into rings, colliding into waves, spiraling into forms yet unseen. The Cartwheel Galaxy, with its bright outer ring and dim core, looks like the echo of an ancient ripple, frozen in time. Others resemble blossoms, shells, and arcs, each a record of the universe sculpting itself in infinite variety. And yet, for all their differences, they share the same truth. Creation is not an act of violence, but of transformation. Every touch of gravity births light. Every merging reshapes the cosmos into something new and beautiful. Even the darkest voids are stages awaiting illumination. You drift one last time past the antennae, their twin cores glowing faintly gold in the distance. Around them, tidal streams stretch like luminous wings. The light they cast is ancient, travelling millions of years to reach you now. In that light, you feel a presence, something infinite, something kind. The galaxies are not separate from you. They are echoes of the same creative spark that lives within your heart. As you float farther into the deep, you carry that spark with you. You feel its warmth settle within, steady and enduring. You understand now that every form of motion, every rotation, every dance, every encounter is part of one eternal act of creation. The antennae's spirals and the whirlpool's symmetry are reflections of a single truth, that the universe is always making art from its own becoming. So you breathe, and you drift, and you rest in the calm that follows creation. Around you, galaxies turn, in silence, and within you, peace expands like starlight. You are in the presence of the cosmic artist now, the universe itself, painting with gravity, shaping with time, and illuminating eternity with the fire of its own gentle light. At the heart of nearly every galaxy lies a secret, silent, invisible, and powerful beyond measure. These are the supermassive black holes, the quiet anchors of the cosmos. They are not destroyers, but balancers, shaping the rhythm of galaxies the way gravity shapes stars. When galaxies meet, so too do their hearts. drawn together by the same unseen music that guides every motion in the universe. Imagine drifting toward the center of a luminous spiral galaxy. Around you, billions of stars whirl in serene orbits, their light tracing the vast architecture of creation. Yet the deeper you move toward the core, the faster they spin, drawn by an invisible force. There, in the quiet heart of all this light, lies darkness, a place where gravity bends not only space, but time itself. A black hole, ancient and patient, rests in the center like the still point of a turning world. It does not rage, it does not devour, it simply is. Matter spirals toward it in glowing streams, forming an accretion disk that radiates with quiet brilliance. The light you see is not from the black hole itself, but from the dance around it, the friction of gas, the swirl of heat, the surrender of motion into stillness. It is both a boundary and a beginning. Now imagine two galaxies approaching one another. Their stars stretch outward, their dust forms luminous bridges, and deep within their cores, two supermassive black holes begin their own slow, graceful waltz. Across millions of years, they spiral toward each other, orbiting ever closer, drawn together by the gravity of their shared destiny. It is the most intimate of cosmic dances, a duet of darkness that will one day merge into one. You float between them, feeling their pull. It is not a violent force, but an irresistible one, like tides guided by a moon unseen. The black holes are immense millions, perhaps billions of times the mass of our Sun, yet they move with surprising elegance. Each orbits the other in vast arcs, tracing ripples in the fabric of space-time. With every revolution, gravitational waves ripple outward, spreading through the universe like soft vibrations in an endless ocean. If you could hear those waves, they would sound like a deep hum, a low, soothing note resonating beneath all things. The entire cosmos, it seems, listens to this duet. Even now, far beyond the reach of light, the universe quivers with the echoes of ancient mergers long past. The music of black holes is the universe's heartbeat, a rhythm so slow and deep that only silence itself can match it. Take a breath and let that rhythm settle within you. The inhale draws you closer to the first black hole. The exhale carries you toward the second. In their motion, you feel a reflection of your own dualities, light and dark, stillness and motion, creation and release. Just as the galaxies merge in harmony, so too do these opposites within your being. You approach one of the black holes now. Around it, a luminous halo glows, its accretion disk spinning at near light speed. Gases swirl, heating to millions of degrees, radiating light across the spectrum. Yet at the center, there is nothing visible. The event horizon, its boundary marks, where light itself can no longer escape. Beyond that veil lies silence so profound that even time stands still. And yet, within that silence, there is peace. The black hole is not a monster devouring the stars. It is the stillness that allows motion to exist. Without it, the galaxy would have no anchor, no balance. It is the quiet heart of the storm, holding everything in perfect tension. Now, as you drift closer, the second black hole appears in the distance, a mirror, a partner. It too is surrounded by a halo of light, its gravity bending the round space between you. As their orbits tighten, the two black holes begin to spiral inward. Each revolution draws them closer together. The energy of their motion radiates outward, not as light, but as waves, ripples of pure space. These gravitational waves travel for billions of years, passing through galaxies, through stars, through you. They move so subtly that you cannot feel them, yet they shape the rhythm of everything. In a way, every breath you take is timed by their unseen pulse. When the two black holes finally meet, they merge not in chaos, but in harmony. Their horizons join, forming a single, larger entity. For a brief moment, the universe quivers, the last waves of their union spreading across eternity. Then, silence returns. What was two becomes one. The dance ends, but the song remains, woven forever into the fabric of the cosmos. You float in that silence now. Around you, starlight curves gently, bent by gravity's hand. You see how the stars near the galactic core continue to orbit this new heart, their paths smooth, unbroken. Nothing is lost. The merger brings not destruction, but unity. Breathe again. Feel that unity settling into you. The black hole's union is a reminder that even opposites, light and dark, motion and stillness, can become one harmonious whole. In your own life, there are moments when forces seem to oppose each other, pulling you in different directions. But here, in the calm of the cosmos, you understand that every pull leads toward balance, every orbit toward peace. Now imagine drifting outward, away from the galactic center. The light grows softer, the stars more numerous. Behind you, the merged black hole continues to hum quietly, its presence subtle yet profound. It is no longer a void, but a source of stability, keeping the galaxy's rhythm in time. Across the universe, countless black holes repeat this cycle. Some merge quietly in the depths of space, their unions sending ripples through creation. Others rest alone, ancient and steady, guiding the flow of stars. Together, they form a cosmic choir of silence, their gravity composing the structure of the universe itself. As you drift among them, you sense how everything, every atom, every star, every heartbeat is connected by the same underlying rhythm. Gravity, motion, silence, and time all flow together in one endless composition. The black holes are the rests between the notes, the pauses that make the melody complete. Your breath slows. The space around you feels still, luminous, and eternal. You are floating not in emptiness, but in harmony. The black holes fade into the background, their energy absorbed into the vast calm of the cosmos. You realize then that the universe is both motion and stillness, both creation and dissolution. The black holes are reminders that surrender is not an ending, but a transformation. Just as galaxies merge and stars are born, so too do all things. Your thoughts, your memories, your dreams flow through cycles of light and shadow. As the last ripple of their merger fades into infinity, the universe exhales. The stars shimmer softly, the galaxies turn slowly, and everything returns to quiet equilibrium. The duet has ended, but its resonance lingers, a whisper of unity woven through eternity. In that whisper, you rest. The darkness around you is gentle, the silence deep and kind. You are adrift in the heart of creation, listening to the hum beneath all things. The black holes sleep now, and so will you, peaceful, anchored, whole. From the stillness that follows the merging of galaxies, the stars remain. They have witnessed everything: the slow approach, the gentle collision, the awakening of light, and the final joining of hearts. To them, time is a river without end, and their lives, though long by mortal measure, are only moments in the cosmic symphony. And yet, each one carries a perspective, a quiet awareness of being. shining patiently amid eternity. Imagine now that you are one of these stars, suspended in the vast calm after creation's storm. Around you, the galaxy breathes soft ribbons of dust drifting like morning mist, new suns flickering to life in the distance. You feel no weight, no sound, only the steady rhythm of your own light pulsing outward into space. You have existed for billions of years. You have seen your galaxy change, arms stretching, stars moving in great loops, nebulae blooming and fading like flowers in the dark. You remember the time before the collision, when the sky was different, when your nearest neighbors were strangers. But now, all is one. You are part of a new whole, a merged harmony of countless stars, each singing their note in the infinite song of light. Look around you. Each star glows with its own hue, some soft gold, some radiant blue, some dim and red with age. Together they form constellations unknown to any world that might one day orbit them. Their light weaves through the dust, forming delicate curtains of color that ripple as you move. The galaxy is alive, but not hurried. Every motion, every flicker, happens in peace. As you drift, you notice how little the collision truly disturbed you. For all the grandeur of galactic mergers, most stars never collide. The distances between them are so vast that they pass through one another like dancers in a fog. You may feel the faint tug of gravity as your orbit slowly shifts, but you remain untouched, unharmed. The universe, even in its transformations, protects its own. You drift past a cluster of young stars, newly born from the merging galaxy's embrace. They shine fiercely, their light tinged with blue and white, casting a brilliant glow across nearby clouds. Around them, planets are forming small, fragile worlds still wrapped in veils of gas and dust. You feel warmth in their presence, as if witnessing youth itself. Their light is brief but beautiful, destined to fade quickly. Yet their brilliance will inspire countless generations of stars to come. Now turn your gaze toward the elders. In the outer reaches, ancient red giants shimmer with deep, steady light. Their outer layers swell and pulse, breathing material back into space, the same material that will one day give birth to new stars. They are the teachers of the cosmos, reminding all who watch that endings and beginnings are not separate, but the same eternal motion seen from different points along the circle. Take a breath, long and slow. Imagine your chest expanding with the same rhythm as these giants' slow pulses. You, too, breathe in cycles, just as stars do, drawing in energy, releasing light. The boundaries between you and them blur. You are not apart from the stars. You are one with them, luminous and infinite. Now, let your awareness expand. Beyond your immediate surroundings, billions of other stars stretch in every direction. You can sense their gravity, their presence. The galaxy itself feels alive, its shape flowing with invisible motion. To your eyes, it is a tapestry of light woven through darkness. To your heart, it is home. The stars speak to one another in their own way, not through words or sound, but through gravity and light. A star flares, and its neighbor feels the faint change. A supernova erupts, and its shockwave ripples outward, whispering across millions of miles. The message is always the same. I am here. I shine. We are connected. In the far reaches you glimpse a supernova, a dying star's final gift to the cosmos. Its light bursts forth with unimaginable brilliance, casting shadows across entire star systems. For a brief time, it outshines the rest of the galaxy. Yet even this display is not an ending. From the remnants of its explosion, from its ashes of iron and carbon and gold, new stars will one day rise. New planets will form. Perhaps, one day, a world will look up at its own night sky and wonder where it all began. And that world will not know it, but its atoms were, born here in your galaxy. In this very light, you drift closer to the supernova's expanding nebula, its tendrils glowing red and violet against the black. It moves slowly, its gases cooling as they expand, sculpting delicate shapes that resemble petals unfurling in space. This is the star's final breath, not of sorrow, but of generosity. Its death enriches the galaxy with the elements needed for new life. Every living thing that will ever exist owes its existence to the star's willingness to let go. Take another deep breath. Feel the gratitude of this truth settle within you. Even endings, even darkness, serve creation. The stars teach patience, acceptance, and renewal. They burn with purpose, not urgency. Each one trusts the rhythm of time. As you float onward, you pass through a vast open region between spiral arms, a quiet sea of darkness. Few stars dwell here. The light is faint, the space wide. You feel the gentle hum of background radiation, the ancient echo of the Big Bang still whispering through the void. It's a soundless reminder that even emptiness carries memory, that the silence of space is not absence, but presence. You pause and look back at the galaxy from afar. Its shape glows softly, a spiral of light curling through infinity. You see the paths of stars tracing graceful arcs, the faint glow of nebulae, the deep shadows of dust lanes. You understand now that every part of this vast being plays its role, the bright and the dim, the living and the dying. All are equal in the great design. You realize, too, that perspective is everything. From within, the galaxy feels infinite. From without, it is one of billions, drifting in the cosmic sea. Yet even so, it matters. Every galaxy, every star, every heartbeat contributes to the balance of the whole. The universe is not made of separate pieces, but of relationships. It is a symphony, and each note, no matter how small, is essential. Now let your awareness return to your own light. Feel yourself glowing gently in the dark. You are a star among stars, shining not to be seen, but because shining is your nature. Your energy flows outward, touching others, becoming part of the collective glow. You do not compare your brightness or question your place. You simply shine, because that is what the universe asks of you. The galaxies around you turn in slow harmony. The stars hum their quiet song. Somewhere far away, another supernova flares, another planet forms, another story begins. The cycle continues endlessly, each moment giving birth to the next. You, the star, remain calm and luminous, a beacon of steady light amid the great motion of time. You have seen creation, collision, transformation, and rebirth. You have learned that peace is not found in stillness alone, but in knowing that every change has purpose. The star's perspective is simple and profound. To exist is to give light, and to give light is to belong. As you rest in this awareness, your own light softens, merging with the glow of countless others. Together, you form constellations unseen by any eye, yet real and eternal. And in that unity, you find rest. The galaxy spins quietly around you, the stars pulse in rhythm, and the universe breathes its eternal sigh of creation. You are part of its story, now ageless, luminous, at peace. Beyond the stars, in the quiet expanses of galactic arms, lie the gardens of the universe, vast nurseries of colour and light, where new stars bloom from the soil of cosmic dust. These are the nebulae, the breathing fields of the cosmos, where matter becomes light and silence hums with creation. To drift among them is to wander through eternity's gardens, where every petal is a particle, and every glow a promise. You find yourself approaching one now. It spreads before you like a watercolour painted upon infinity, swirling hues of violet, turquoise, and rose. This is no solid place, but a realm of motion and mist. The clouds twist and ripple in slow motion, each wisp stretching across light years. In the dark between, new stars form, their light hidden until the moment of birth. As you glide through this luminous expanse, the gas and dust around you shimmer softly, illuminated by nearby suns. Hydrogen and helium dance together, merging, separating, and merging again. Gravity gathers the densest regions, coaxing them inward. Within these cocoons of gas, pressure builds, and warmth grows the breath of future stars. The universe tends its garden patiently. What you see now will not become a star tomorrow, nor even within a lifetime. The process is long, deliberate, serene. From the first stirring of a molecular cloud to the ignition of a newborn sun, millions of years will pass. Yet time here does not feel long. It feels natural, as though every heartbeat of the nebula were one eternal sigh of creation. Look closer. Near one glowing region, a new star has just come alive. It shines faintly through the surrounding veil, casting gentle ripples of light that illuminate the dust. Around it, a thin disk of matter begins to form a birthplace for planets. You can see faint spirals within it, where gravity has begun shaping worlds that do not yet exist. Each particle you see drifting past might one day become a mountain, an ocean, or a thought within a living being. You drift onward, deeper into the heart of the nebula. Columns of gas rise like pillars, sculpted by radiation from young stars nearby. The light streaming from them carves shadows, forming caverns and arches in the clouds. It is a place of quiet awe, a temple of light and dust, where stars sing their first notes into the universe's song. Take a slow breath. Let your mind quiet, your body soften. Imagine inhaling starlight and exhaling peace. The nebula's rhythm becomes your own. The gentle cycle of expansion and rest, creation and release. Every inhale gathers matter. Every exhale gives birth to light. These nebulae go by many names: the Orion, the Carina, the Eagle, the Lagoon. Each is unique, yet all share the same role: to give. They are wombs of galaxies, endlessly nurturing, endlessly transforming. From afar, they appear as clouds. Up close, they are living fields, vast and radiant, their beauty beyond comprehension. You glide past a region glowing in emerald and gold. Here, massive stars have recently ignited, their fierce radiation pushing the surrounding gas outward. The result is breathtaking bright edges, where light meets shadow, curling waves of colour spreading like brushstrokes across the void. The newborn stars within this cluster burn blue-white, fierce and young, their brilliance shaping the world around them. Yet even their intensity is part of the balance, for in pushing the nebula away, they make room for new growth elsewhere. Farther ahead, you find a darker patch, a place where the nebula thickens, blocking light entirely. It looks empty, but it is not. Hidden within are seeds of future stars, dense pockets where gravity has taken hold. They wait, quietly, gathering, until the moment comes when they will ignite. You drift near one of these cocoons, feeling its silence. It is the silence before the first breath, before light finds its form. If you listen closely, you can almost hear it, the hum of becoming. Not sound, but vibration. Not motion, but potential. The nebula whispers of patience, of time unfolding in perfection. It reminds you that even in stillness, creation continues. As you drift onward, you begin to notice the connections between the nebula's shapes. Each swirl and curve seems to respond to the stars nearby, as though the entire cloud were alive, breathing in harmony with the galaxy. The young stars pulse in rhythm, sending out waves of light that ripple through the dust. In return, the nebula shimmers, its colors shifting like silk beneath the sun. You are surrounded by beauty so vast it humbles thought. Yet, within that beauty, there is peace. The nebula does not hurry. It does not strive to complete itself. It simply is, unfolding in its own time, trusting the balance that has always been. Now, imagine reaching out with your awareness. You touch the fabric of the nebula and feel warmth, the energy of countless atoms colliding, merging, transforming. You sense the history written within this place, the remnants of stars long gone, their ashes reborn into new light. Every atom around you has lived before. Every mote of dust carries memory of a sun that once shone, of a world that once turned, of life that once dreamed. You realize then that the nebula is not just a cradle of stars. It is a cycle of remembrance. It holds within it the story of everything that came before and everything that will come after. The universe keeps nothing wasted. Every glow, every breath of light returns to the whole. Take another slow breath. You are drifting now through tendrils of blue and violet gas, the colors deepening as you move. In the far distance, a cluster of young stars sparkles like jewels scattered upon velvet. The light from them filters through the mist, forming shafts that reach for you like beams through a forest canopy. You pass through them gently, your body dissolving into their glow. You are not separate from them. You are the light itself, the dust, the warmth, the becoming. Above and below, the nebula stretches endlessly. Some regions fade into soft darkness, others blaze with color. Everywhere, there is motion slow, patient, eternal. You begin to understand the secret of these gardens, that creation is not an act, but a state of being. The universe is always creating, always renewing. The flowers of light bloom forever, even as others fade away. You drift toward the edge now, where the nebula thins and the stars become clearer. Behind you, the glowing clouds shimmer like a memory, like a dream you will never forget. Ahead lies the open galaxy, vast and calm. The nebula's light fades, but its essence remains within you, a quiet reminder that every moment, every breath, holds the potential for creation. The nebula gardens are not far away. They exist wherever transformation begins, within galaxies, within stars, within you. You are part of the same cycle, part of the same unfolding beauty. The same light that blooms in distant clouds blooms in your heart. So you breathe, and the universe breathes with you. You drift onward, radiant and still, carrying the fragrance of the stars. The gardens of creation recede behind you, yet their song lingers soft, eternal, whispering. Everything becomes light again. Light travels endlessly. Once born, it never truly dies. It spreads through space, crossing galaxies, weaving between stars, carrying with it the memory of every fire that gave it life. To follow light is to follow time itself, for every beam, every shimmer is a messenger from the past, still journeying toward forever. Imagine yourself adrift in the great sea of night. Around you, faint glimmers flicker like fireflies, scattered across an endless ocean. Each one is a story, travelling for millions, sometimes billions of years to reach this moment. What you see is not the present, but the echo of what once was. Light is the universe remembering itself. You begin to drift through one of these beams. It stretches infinitely. A ribbon of gold and white threading through the dark. You feel its warmth, though it has travelled untold distances. Its journey began in the heart of a star, a fusion of hydrogen, a burst of energy escaping outward through countless layers until it finally broke free into space. Since that moment, it has wandered unbound, untouched, eternal. As you move with it, you pass worlds and clouds, clusters and shadows. Some of the light brushes past dust and is scattered into colours, soft blues, pinks, and violets. Other rays travel untouched, sharp and pure. Together, they weave the radiance that fills every corner of the universe. It is not bright, but gentle, a constant, loving glow. Take a slow breath. With each inhale, imagine drawing in this ancient light. With each exhale, imagine releasing your own warmth back into the cosmos. The exchange is endless. The universe gives, and you return. The light that once began in a star now passes through you, and in some distant future, the light you give will pass through another. You glide deeper into the sea of photons. The light thickens here, forming golden waves that flow like water. Each ripple holds stories. The explosion of a supernova, the pulse of a quasar, the birth of galaxies long faded. As you drift through, you hear them whisper not in words, but in resonance. Every wavelength hums with emotion, joy, sorrow, awe, peace. The universe remembers all of it, and the light carries its memories forward. Now, you approach a region where the light bends. A massive cluster of galaxies curves space around itself, forming a natural lens. Through it, light from even farther realms bends and magnifies, painting arcs and halos in the sky. You watch as the rays twist and converge, forming images of galaxies that no longer exist, yet live on in their echoes. Gravitational lensing, a gentle distortion of time and light. To the eyes of the universe, it is art. You see whole galaxies reflected and refracted like jewels in a cosmic chandelier. Light from the distant past arrives again, reshaped, reminding you that nothing ever truly disappears. Everything leaves an impression, even if only as a faint shimmer in the dark. You drift closer, letting the curved light surround you. It feels like standing in a cathedral made of brilliance, every arch and beam glowing softly. This is what eternity looks like, a world where all time exists at once, layered in luminous waves. The light that left a star billions of years ago now mingles with the light from your own sun. Old and new, distant and near, all coexist here, in this tapestry, of illumination. You feel a peace beyond measure. In this ocean of radiance, there is no hurry. Each photon moves with perfect purpose, guided only by the geometry of space. And yet, for all its motion, light is patient. It travels not to arrive, but simply to be. Its existence is its journey. Take another breath. Imagine your thoughts slowing to match this rhythm, steady, smooth, infinite. You begin to feel the same serenity that light must feel as it glides across the cosmos. Weightless, timeless, free. As you continue to drift, the light begins to thin. Ahead lies the intergalactic void, vast, silent, and almost completely dark. Only a few wandering photons pass through, scattered remnants from distant galaxies. Yet even here, light persists. It never fades entirely. A faint glow, the cosmic background radiation, lingers from the dawn of time. The afterglow of the universe's birth. You move toward that glow. It is soft, ancient, nearly uniform, yet filled with delicate ripples, subtle variations left by the first stirrings of matter. What you are seeing is the oldest light in existence, over 13 billion years old. It has travelled since the beginning, expanding with the universe, cooling, dimming, but never ceasing. This light is the memory of creation itself. You listen. Though there is no sound, there is a feeling, a hum that fills the space between stars. It is the echo of the Big Bang, still resonating faintly through time. Every point in the universe holds its note in this eternal chorus, each one a reminder of how everything began in a single moment of radiant expansion. You realize that even light has lineage, a history that stretches from the first flash of existence to the glow of every candle, every sun, every galaxy. The photons that touch your skin tonight are older than words, older than life, older than memory. They have seen everything and carried it forward, softly and without judgment. As you float through this ancient glow, you begin to see patterns forming, faint filaments of light tracing the structure of the cosmos. The universe is not empty, but woven, a web of galaxies strung together by invisible threads. Through these threads, light travels endlessly, carrying with it the stories of creation, transformation, and rebirth. You follow one of these filaments, gliding through its glow. It feels alive, not with motion, but with intention. The galaxies that hang upon it pulse faintly, their combined light shimmering through dust and distance. You pass by one, then another, and another still, each one radiating warmth and colour. Every galaxy you see sends its light into the same shared night, contributing to the quiet brilliance of the whole. You understand now that light is the great connector. It bridges time, space, and being. It allows the universe to see itself, to remember, to dream. Without light, there would be no witness to creation. Without darkness, that light would have nowhere to shine. Inhale slowly, exhale gently. Feel the balance, the duality that defines existence. Light and dark, creation and stillness, all part of one eternal breath. You are that breath. You are the light that travels, the shadow that rests, the moment between. Ahead, you see a distant supernova, a star's final flare before fading into silence. Its light bursts forth in a wave of colour, scattering through the void. You watch as it expands, knowing that some of this light will travel for millions of years before it is ever seen. Perhaps one day, a distant world will look up and make a wish upon its glow. In that moment, the life of this star will continue, echoing through time. Even when a star dies, its light remains. It continues to move, to give, to remind. This is the lesson of the universe, that all things change form, but nothing truly ends. The light goes on. Now, imagine that you are made of light, every thought, every cell, every dream. You drift through the dark, your essence spreading outward, touching everything. You become the reflection, the echo, the warmth that others feel in their quiet moments of wonder. You are not separate from the stars or their radiance. You are part of the same journey. The light softens now, fading to a silvery hue. The galaxies behind you blur into one endless glow. The space ahead grows quieter, deeper. You are no longer moving, but floating, suspended in the stillness that light itself seeks after its long voyage. You close your eyes. Inside you, the glow remains. You can feel it pulsing gently, like a heartbeat made of gold. The echoes of light continue on their path, and you rest within their rhythm. They have travelled across eternity to find you, to remind you that even in darkness, illumination is always near. As the last whispers of starlight fade around you, you sense peace filling every part of your being. The light moves through you and beyond you, and the universe exhales once more soft, serene, eternal. The echoes of light carry on, and so do you, shining quietly in the vastness of forever. The universe is not finished. Even now, as galaxies drift and stars fade, the cosmic story continues to unfold. The sky we see today is but one chapter in a tale that spans eternity. And though our lives are brief, we are witnesses to its turning page. To imagine the future sky is to dream beyond the boundaries of time, to envision what beauty might come when the stars themselves evolve into new constellations of light. You find yourself standing upon the edge of ages. The galaxies before you stretch outward, their motion almost imperceptible yet constant. Over billions of years, they drift apart, their light thinning as space expands between them. The night grows wider, quieter, darker, and yet there is no sadness here, only grace. The universe breathes, and this too is part of its rhythm. You watch the familiar constellations slowly dissolve. Orion's belt unravels, the Milky Way elongates and fades. The neighbouring galaxies, Andromeda, Triangulum, continue their slow dance toward union with our own. One day they will meet, merging into a new, larger galaxy, a single glowing island of light adrift in deep time. The sky of that future will be filled not with isolated stars, but with vast, luminous streams of light stretching across the heavens. As you drift closer to this future, you can see it taking shape. The Milky galaxy, the name humanity, once gave to the merged Milky Way, and Andromeda spans the sky like a river of silver and gold. Billions of suns shimmer within its arms. Though the galaxies have joined, their stars have not collided. Instead, they've woven together into one grand tapestry. The new galaxy glows brighter than either did alone. Imagine standing on a planet beneath this future sky. The night is alive with brilliance. Where once you might have seen a faint band of stars, now the heavens blaze with light streams and swirls of colour stretching from horizon to horizon. You can see the soft hues of distant nebulae, the glow of young clusters being born. The airless silence of space above you shimmers with a kind of timeless presence, like the reflection of eternity itself. Breathe slowly. Let the thought of this distant sky fill you with calm. The stars that shine in that age are not strangers. They are the descendants of those you know now, the children of today's suns, born from the remnants of supernovae and nebulae long gone. The light you see in that era carries the memory of everything that came before, every flicker of creation preserved in its glow. As time passes, even these brilliant galaxies will change. Their brightest stars will fade first, leaving behind the quiet endurance of smaller, cooler suns. The color of the universe will shift subtly from blue-white to gold, from gold to red, until only faint embers remain. Yet this, too, is not an end. It is a deepening of peace. The cosmic night will grow longer, galaxies will drift farther apart, until their light no longer reaches one another. Each will become an island of memory, shining softly in the darkness. In that distant age, the sky from any one world will show only the stars of its own galaxy. A private heaven, complete unto itself. You drift among these quiet galaxies, each glowing faintly, like candles in an infinite cathedral. Though they no longer see one another, they remain connected by the same laws, the same origins. Everyone still carries within it the spark of the first light, the echo of the dawn. Take a deep breath. Let that understanding settle within you. Even when distances grow infinite, connection remains. Light may fade, but the pattern, the memory of what was endures. Just as galaxies evolve, so too does consciousness. The universe expands not only outward, but inward, through the awareness that contemplates it. You travel farther into time. Stars that once burned bright have now become white dwarfs, neutron stars, and quiet embers. Planets continue to orbit them, their skies dim, yet peaceful. In the deep calm of this far future, light moves slowly, as if reluctant to disturb the silence. The cosmic microwave background has cooled almost to invisibility. Time feels stretched, gentle, endless. And yet, creation persists. Even as the universe cools, new events unfold, slow collisions between ancient remnants, quiet births of new stars, where matter still lingers. Black holes continue their quiet work, shaping the structure of what remains. In their unseen gravity, the memory of movement lives on. You drift near one such black hole, ancient beyond measure. Its event horizon glows faintly from the heat of infalling dust. Around it, space ripples with gentle distortion. This remnant of the past, once the heart of a great galaxy, still turns, still anchors. It hums softly in the silence, a guardian of time. You can almost hear it singing, its voice low and steady. The last note in a cosmic lullaby. Farther still into the future, stars begin to die their final deaths. The faint red dwarfs, the most patient of all, exhaust their fuel and fade to black. The galaxies dim, their outlines lost in shadow. Yet the universe does not end. It simply transforms. In the darkness, new kinds of light emerge, the slow glow of decaying particles, the subtle pulse of gravitational waves. Even when visible light is gone, energy remains, motion continues, existence endures. The sky of that era is quiet beyond imagining. There are no suns, no moons, no dawns, and yet there is peace, the peace of completion, of stillness after infinite song. The universe rests within itself, content. It has given birth to stars, to worlds, to life, to love, and now it dreams. You float in that dream, surrounded by soft darkness. Time has lost meaning. Space no longer feels vast, only intimate. You can sense the heartbeat of the cosmos slowing, not as an ending, but as a sigh. Even now, within the quiet, the seeds of a new beginning form the potential for another burst of light, another universe to rise from this one's rest. Take a slow breath. The cycle of creation never truly ends. Each moment, each spark, each breath of light leads naturally into the next. What seems like silence is only the pause between notes, the gathering of strength before the next great chord. You begin to move backward through time again. The darkness brightens, galaxies reappear, stars ignite, nebulae blossom. The universe reverses its exhale, drawing breath once more. You pass through ages of brilliance, through spirals and clusters, through collisions and births. The future sky merges with the present, and then the ancient past. You are no longer separate from it. You are the motion itself, the expansion and contraction, the light and the dark, the breath and the stillness. When you open your awareness again, you find yourself in the age of light, where stars still shine and galaxies still dance. The future no longer feels distant. It is here, within you, unfolding with every thought and every breath. The sky above you is alive with promise. The stars you see tonight are both ancient and eternal. Their light carries the memory of what has been and the seed of what will come. You are part of that same continuum, a living expression of the universe learning to see itself. So, as you rest beneath this present sky, remember, you are witnessing both history and destiny. Every star above is a reflection of your own light, every future possibility already written in the glow that reaches your eyes. The universe will change, but it will never end. And neither will you, for you are its story, its dream, its shining moment of awareness. The future sky awaits, not in some distant age, but in the unfolding wonder of now. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the rhythm of creation move gently through you. The galaxies spin, the stars shimmer, and the universe hums softly, forever expanding, forever alive, forever becoming. There comes a point, somewhere beyond time, when the universe seems to dream. Not in the way a mind does, but in the way a river remembers its own source, quietly, gently, with a sense of eternal return. Everything that was, is, and will be folds into one luminous thought. The galaxies, the stars, the dust, and even the dark all hum together in harmony, as if the cosmos itself were breathing in sleep. You drift within that dream now. The light around you is soft, almost liquid, shimmering like reflections on still water. It has no direction, no origin, only presence. The galaxies no longer appear as distinct spirals or clusters. Instead, their light blends into an endless field of silver and gold. This is the mind of the universe at rest, the point where all movement becomes stillness, and all separation dissolves into unity. The stars whisper to one another in colours, not words. Nebulae pulse, like thoughts forming and fading. Somewhere deep within, black holes murmur the memory of creation, their gravity shaping the rhythm of this vast, slow heartbeat. Even time seems to have softened, like a fabric worn smooth by the hands of eternity. You are not separate from this. You are part of the dream, a ripple within the great mind of being. Every breath you take sends small waves across the cosmic sea. Every thought glows faintly, merging with the universe's quiet awareness. In this space, there is no distance between you and the galaxies, no edge between observer and observed. There is only the shared act of existence, infinite and intimate. Breathe softly. Feel the air move through you like starlight passing through the void. With each exhale, you release the boundaries of self. With each inhale, you gather the vastness of all that is. Slowly, the distinction fades. You are the dreamer and the dream. Across this cosmic field, the remnants of time drift like petals on a still pond. Ancient light from the first stars continues its endless journey, weaving patterns of memory across the universe's resting face. Every particle glows faintly, carrying within it the story of its origin from the heart of a supernova, from the fusion of galaxies, from the quiet birth of a single atom at the dawn of all things. The universe dreams in cycles. What once was born fades. What once faded returns. Even now, new realities stir within the depths of this slumber, possibilities not yet imagined, universes not yet formed. Somewhere beyond, the seeds of a new cosmos tremble with potential, waiting for the breath that will wake them. You drift closer to one of these seeds, a faint shimmer in the distance, like a pearl suspended in darkness. Inside it, the laws of physics rest in perfect balance, ready to begin anew. You sense within it the pattern of creation, the same rhythm that began all things. Dreams of itself becoming again. In this moment, you understand that the cosmos is eternal not because it lasts forever, but because it is always becoming. Its rest is only a pause, its silence a prelude. Even as one universe falls into stillness, another rises within its dream, born from the same essence, the same song. You feel that song now. It vibrates through every atom of your being, a deep, resonant hum that is both sound and silence. It is the tone of existence itself, the first note and the last. The longer you listen, the more it aligns with your heartbeat, your breath. Soon, there is no difference between you and the universe's rhythm. You have become part of its dream. Within that dream, images flow like gentle tides. You see galaxies forming again, swirling into spirals, bursting with newborn stars. You see nebulae glowing, worlds awakening, oceans shimmering under alien suns. You see life rising from stardust, looking up at the sky with wonder, just as you once did. The dream continues, unbroken. There is love here, not love, as humans speak of it, but something more fundamental, more ancient. It is the attraction of all things toward unity, the quiet longing of light to return to its source. It is the gravity that binds galaxies, the pulse that gives birth to stars, the warmth that stirs consciousness into being. The universe dreams because it loves, and love, in its purest form, never ends. You drift through the dreamscape, weightless, timeless. All around you, energy flows like gentle rivers of light. They converge and diverge, forming shapes that resemble wings, spirals, blossoms, echoes of all creation. You realize that nothing is ever lost. Every thought, every motion, every particle of light remains, transformed but eternal. The universe breathes again. Slowly, subtly, you feel it inhale the first breath of a new age. The dream begins to stir. Faint waves of light ripple outward, gathering strength. The fabric of space trembles with renewal. You are witnessing the dawn of a new cosmos, the rebirth of all things. From the depths of stillness, a single point of brilliance flares not violent, but luminous, tender, alive. It expands softly, unfolding into radiance. Space stretches, time awakens, and the first photons of a new creation burst forth like petals of light. The universe dreams itself awake, and you are there within it, both witness and participant. You move with the expansion, not apart from it. Every particle around you hums with purpose. The new galaxies begin to form, the first stars ignite, and the cycle begins again. Yet this time, you see it differently. You understand the rhythm, the pattern, the peace beneath the motion. You are no longer searching for meaning. You are the meaning. Take a slow breath. Inhale the warmth of the newborn stars. Exhale the remnants of the old universe. Feel how naturally one becomes the other, how life, light, and being flow without end. As you drift through this young cosmos, you realize that the universe's dream is also your own. Every creation, every transformation, every rest, it all mirrors the movement of your own spirit. You are a galaxy, a nebula, a song of light. You are the dream dreaming itself. The light grows brighter now, surrounding you completely. It does not blind, it soothes. Every boundary dissolves. You feel yourself expand beyond measure, until there is no edge, no center, only the gentle pulse of being. You are home. The universe continues to dream, and you rest within its infinite embrace. The stars within you shimmer softly. The galaxies within your breath turn slowly. The darkness between them glows faintly. Filled with love, everything is one. Everything is whole. Everything is at peace. And as the universe sighs in its sleep, so too do you calm, eternal, luminous, drifting through the dream of forever. The time has come to rest, to let the journey through the cosmos settle softly in your heart. The universe around you is quiet now, its motion slowed to a gentle hum. The galaxies that once swirled in brilliant motion now seem to breathe in silence, their light dimming into silver twilight. You are no longer moving, you are floating, weightless, timeless, suspended in the soft glow of everything that ever was. Hello again, dear traveller of light. You've drifted far tonight across galaxies, through nebula gardens, into the hearts of stars, and beyond the fabric of time itself. You've seen collisions that created beauty, light born from darkness, and silence that carried the hum of eternity. And now, as you drift among the quiet constellations, the story folds gently around you, like a blanket woven from starlight. Take a deep breath. Inhale the stillness. Exhale the day. Let your body rest, your mind slow, your thoughts scatter like dust settling in a beam of light. You've travelled far enough. Now, the universe holds you, calm and infinite. The stars above you are soft, their glow steady and kind. They no longer call you forward, but simply accompany you in stillness. You realize that you are among them, not beneath their gaze, but part of their light. Every atom within you was once part of a star, every spark of thought a reflection of the universe's own awareness. You are not looking at the cosmos, you are the cosmos, dreaming itself. The galaxies turn, but slowly now. Their spirals blur into halos of light, and the spaces between them glow faintly with memory. This is the peaceful exhale of creation, the quiet rhythm that follows all motion, the rest between cosmic symphonies. You feel it within you, this same rhythm. The rise and fall of your breath mirrors the expansion and stillness of the stars. In this endless night, there is no distance, no direction. The universe has become one vast cradle, rocking you gently in the silence of eternity. Time stretches thin, and all the moments you've lived, every sight, every sound, every heartbeat become one luminous now. There is nothing more to reach for, nothing more to become. You have already arrived. As you rest within this cosmic stillness, memories drift through you like soft echoes. You remember the first light of the galaxies, the birth of stars in nebula gardens, the slow waltz of colliding worlds. You recall the duet of black holes merging, their song rippling through the fabric of time. You remember standing beneath the future sky, watching the universe expand into endless peace. All of it remains within you, each moment glowing faintly in the quiet corridors of your mind. And yet, it no longer feels distant or vast. It feels intimate, close, like the steady pulse of your own heart. The cosmos is not something you've travelled through, it is something you've remembered. The stars have always been within you, their fire, their patience, their stillness. You are their echo, their continuation, their dream. Take another slow breath. Feel the air enter like a tide of light, filling every corner of your being. Exhale, and let the tide recede, carrying away the last remnants of tension. Each breath becomes slower, softer, deeper. You are breathing with the universe now. The starlight dims a little more. The galaxies fade into mist. Only the faintest shimmer remains, like moonlight on distant water. You feel yourself floating in that glow, weightless and safe. The voice of the universe whispers softly, not in words, but in feeling. You are home. The silence deepens, but it is not empty. It is full of peace, full of quiet energy, full of love. Every atom hums with stillness, every star breathes in unison. Even the vast spaces between galaxies vibrate with tranquility. You are part of it all, one heartbeat in an infinite body of calm. You may imagine yourself lying among the stars, your head resting on the Milky Way, your breath mingling with the cool air of space. Above you, clusters of light drift like lanterns on an invisible stream. Around you, nebulae glow like gentle fireflies, their colours muted now, softened by the hush of the cosmos. The air is cool, clear, serene. You close your eyes, and the stars remain, shimmering softly within. Somewhere in the distance, a pulse of light travels across the void, perhaps from a star that has just been born, or from one saying its final farewell. It doesn't matter which, for both are the same expression of life. Creation and release are one motion. Each pulse of light joins the great ocean of being, flowing endlessly through the universe's calm. You begin to feel that same pulse within you. Your heartbeat slows to match it, steady and deep. The light within your chest expands and fades with every breath. You are the pulse. You are the light. You are the silence between. Time drifts, space sighs, the galaxies hum softly, and you drift deeper into the rhythm of rest. The thoughts of the day are distant now, dissolved in starlight. The edges of the universe blur, melting into dream. You have entered the eternal night, not a night of darkness, but of infinite peace. Imagine now that the universe itself is breathing you to sleep. With every inhale, it gathers you close. With every exhale, it releases you into stillness. You are not separate from this motion, you are its center. The stars move because you breathe. The galaxies turn because your heart beats. The cosmos dreams because you do. You feel the warmth of starlight wrapping around you like a soft blanket. Every flicker of light, every glow of distant suns, whispers the same lullaby. Rest now, traveller, for you have wandered far. The universe has no beginning or end, only this moment of gentle stillness, this infinite good night. In the distance, the faint glow of the earliest light still lingers, the afterglow of creation, the soft memory of the first dawn. It fades slowly, until all that remains is the pure, perfect calm of eternity. You drift within it, your body weightless, your mind free, your heart at peace. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds across a quiet moon. There is nothing you need to hold, nothing to remember, nothing to change. The stars keep watch, the galaxies cradle you. You are safe, you are loved, you are infinite. The night deepens further. You can feel yourself dissolving into the quiet, not vanishing, but becoming one with everything. You are the breath of the universe, the hum of time, the soft shimmer of light at the edge of forever. You are home. Soon, even the awareness of drifting fades. The stars dim to gentle embers, the galaxies melt into shadow. The silence becomes complete, vast, tender, and full of presence. The story has reached its quiet conclusion, but the peace continues. The universe holds you close, whispering one last wordless blessing before sleep. Rest. You are the light that dreams. You are the stillness that breathes. You are the universe at peace. The glow fades, the final stars blink softly, and as your breath slows, the cosmic lullaby carries you beyond thought, beyond sound, into the deepest sleep, gentle, infinite, and whole. Good night, traveller. Good night from the stars. Good night from the universe itself.